Good morning and welcome to math. Here is our calendar, right? Starting with our calendar, we always want to know what the date is. So let's do our months. They are January, February, March, and April, May, June, July, and August, September, October, November, December. Those are the months of the year. And as we see, it is still the month of April, right? April, and April is which number month? 4. 4 dash, and as we see that yesterday was February 20, so today is February 21, and it's still the year 2020. You're right, good job. So we have also our days of the week: Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. If yesterday was Monday, then today is Tuesday. Great. Capital T, U-E-S-D-A-Y. Tuesday, April 21, 2020. If we look here, we see that I'd like to know how many more days until the last day of the month. And as we see here, there are 30 days in the month of April. And so we can do it two ways. We can just start counting. Tomorrow's Earth Day, guys. Oh, I'm excited. Tomorrow's Earth Day. Earth Day. So tomorrow's only one more day until Earth Day. And then we could just count all the way to 30. But you can do a shortcut, and I'm going to teach you your shortcut today. Your shortcut is you can just go down to the next row. And the next row down is the next week. And we know how many days are in a week? 7. So if we just go down, we know that real fast, 7. And then we can count on from there. 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 more days until the end of our month, but only 1 more day until Earth Day, right? Okay, good job with our calendar. Let's go on to our clock. So with our clock, let's okay, ready? You're getting faster. What does this say? You're right. 9 o'clock, because the hour hand is pointing to the 9 and the other hand is pointing straight up. The minute hand is pointing straight up, and it says o'clock. So let me give you a harder one since those are getting so easy for you. Okay, let's look. If you're looking between the 1 and the 2, the hour hand is pointing between the 1 and the 2. Right, so we go back to the 1. So it's 1, and then if we want to know how many minutes on the minute hand, we start counting by 5s, but we start counting here on the 1. Are you ready? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And I haven't been writing what that looks like, but if you look at it, this is what 1:45 looks like. So the hour number is separated by the minute number with our colon right there. So 1:45. Okay, that's how we do that. And I'm picking out of the money. The money. Okay. I picked 2 of these big coins. What are they called? Quarters. Do you remember how much quarters are worth? 25. So if I have 2 quarters, do you remember when we count by 25? We say 25, 50, 75, $1. So if I have 2, it's 25.50. And then I picked out, this one. What is that? A nickel, and a nickel is worth 5. And I happen to pick out 3 nickels, so I have 3 5s. So if I start with my 2 quarters, which says 50, and I count on by 5s, I say 50, 55, 60, 65, and then I have 1 of these, and that is a penny, and it's worth how much? 1. So what is 1 more than 65? 66. You're right, I have 66 cents. Now we have been counting by fours because the older kids are learning their multiplication tables by fours. So let's do 1 times 4 is 4. 2 times 4 is 8. 3 times 4 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 times 5 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 7 is 28. 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 9 is 36. And 4 times 10 is 40. So these are the multiples of 4 going up 4 each time. And we're going to count by 4. So you ready? Here we go. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. And those are, we memorize those so we can just have them stuck in our head, and it's easier to do our math when we start doing more multiplication problems. So let's go on with our kindergarten. Our kindergartners, let's say that you have a bag of marbles. I don't know, do you have marbles at home? I have some marbles here for our marble maze, but let's say I had in my marble bag 8 marbles. And I was walking along, I had 8 marbles in there, and I dropped the bag and out rolled 2 marbles. Would that be plus or minus? It would be minus because they're rolling away, right? They rolled out of my bag. So how many would I have now? If I had 8, 2 rolled away, how many would I have left in my bag? So you can use your fingers for this one, right? 8, and you take away 2. So take away 1, 2. How many do you have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're right, 6. So 8 take away 2 equals 6, and that's called our number sentence, and that is the answer, right? So when they ask you for your answer. All right, if you see 2 numbers like 8 and 12, and then you see a box in the middle, they want you to show what number could go in this box. And that means which number, there's actually more than one number, which number could be between 8 and 12, which number could go in this box. So how I do it is I start counting, and when I pass 8, I start writing all the numbers that I say before I get to 12. So I know that 5 is smaller than 8, right? So that wouldn't work. So why don't we start counting at 5, and when we get to 8, every number that's past 8 we'll write up on the board, and then but we'll stop before we get to 12. Okay, so here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are the numbers that are in between 8 and 12 when we count, correct? So you can pick any one of these numbers to go in that box. I really like the number 10, so I'm going to pick 10. But you could also pick 9, or you could pick 11, because they also are in between 8 and 12. All right, first graders. So let's say that you decide to do your kind act of writing letters, and you write 2 letters to your grandparents, plus you write 4 letters to your cousins, plus you write 6 letters to your friends at school. Okay? So I want to add up how many letters you wrote. That's a lot of letters. That's a lot of work, a lot of kind acts. So first of all, remember we talked about when there's 3 numbers like this, look and see if you can find 2 numbers that add up to the number 10. Do you see 2 of these numbers that add up to the number 10? I see 6 and 4 also. So here's 10, and then you just have to add 2 more to 10. So 10, 11, 12. So you wrote 12 letters to everyone. That would be quite a lot of letters, but people would be very happy. Okay, now I'm going to draw 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 circles. So I want you to color 3 of them red. So I have my red marker. 1, 2, 3. And I want you to color 5 of them green. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them green. Then there is a sentence, blank out of blank are red. So how many circles out of the total number of circles are red? So how many are red? 1, 2, 3. So 3 out of the total amount. How many total circles did I say I drew? 8. Good. Are red. So 3 out of all of the 8 circles are red. When they're asking a question about red, do we worry about green? No. But if they then said how many out of the circles are green, then we would say not 3 are green, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the total 8 are green, and we just worry about the green ones. Okay, let's go on to 2nd and 3rd grade. So let's say I went to the thrift store, not now because we can't really go, but when you get to, you'll go to the thrift store and you find some things to buy. So you saw some puzzles that were for sale, and the puzzles, I'm going to put P for puzzles, each cost $4. And you also saw crayons for sale, and everyone loves crayons. Put C for crayons, and each crayon box costs $2. So you pick out 3 puzzles that you like and 4 boxes of crayons that have all the crayons in them. That's pretty exciting when they're all there. So if I bought 3 puzzles and they were $4 each, how much did I pay for puzzles? So that would be 3 times 4, or 3 fours. And we did 4s today, so 4, 8, 12. So $12 I spent on puzzles. How much did I spend on crayons? 4, I bought 4 and they were $2 each. So count by 2s 4 times. 2, 4, 6, 8, right? And so 8. Or you could do it the other way, 2 4s, 4, 8, whichever way you want. So 12 plus 8. So you can do it so many different ways, but today I'll do the touch math one. So I say the bigger number first, and I made 8 dots because that's the smaller number. I make dots for the smaller number. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I spent 20, or you, because you're the shopper, you have the money, $20 on puzzles and crayons, but they're really nice puzzles and crayons, so it was totally worth it. Now, sometime, I saw some of you were showing me you had quite a lot of money that you were saving up to buy something for your birthday, for yourself, or for your parents, or for your siblings, or for your friends, or for your pets. I don't know what you're saving your money for, but let's say you saved up $29 and 75 cents. Maybe you do a lot of chores and you make money that way. And you made that much money one month, and the next month you worked even harder and you made $35.95. How much money did you make altogether? So we're going to always start on the right side, right. So 5 plus 5 is 10, and 10 is a double digit right there, so we put the 0 on the bottom and the 1 up on the next row's head. Then we know that we look for the what equals 10. 9 plus 1 equals 10. And 10 plus 7 is 17, another double digit number, so we put the 7 on the bottom and the 1 up on top. And I always like to put the decimal point down whenever I get to it. Look again for double digit numbers. 9 plus 1, or two numbers that add up to 10. So 9 plus 1 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15, another double digit number, so we put the 5 on the bottom and the 1 goes up on the next row's head. So I don't see any 10s, but I can add 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, and 3 plus 3 is 6. So, wow, look at you. You earned $65.70. That's a lot of money. That's really good saving, really good working, really good money responsibility. Okay, so let's draw some squares right here. And they want us to show, how could I show half of 8? How could I show a third of 9? And how could I show a fourth of 4? Well, I have to divide this into half. And to find out what is half of 8, I mean, you might just know that already, but if you don't, this is how it works. You start putting dots in the two separate halves until you get to 8. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, if this is half, how many are in the half? 4. So half of 8 is 4. And you probably already knew that, but this is another way to figure it out. How would I do a third of 9? Well, I have to divide that square into thirds. So I go like this, and then I have to start putting dots in there into each different section until I get to 9. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And if it's a third, one of the 3 pieces, 1/3, we see that. How many are in that 1 out of 3 piece? 3. So 1/3 of 9 is 3. Okay, in order to find this one, we have to divide it into fourths. And we have to put dots in them until we get to 4. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's an easy one. 1/4 of 4 is, one of the 4 pieces holds only 1. Okay. So it's time now for you to do your worksheets. So are you ready? Are you ready to do your worksheets? Okay, so ready? Get them out, get started, work hard, and you can ask for help if you need it. Have a great day.